Welcome back to AJ Khan Excel tutorial forum, and today I'll be talking about how to fill the cells with color index using Visual Basic for Applications, that is VBA. So let us get directly into the business right away. First of all, you'll go to the Developer tab on the ribbon, and from there go to Insert tab and select your command button and drag it onto the screen, onto the worksheet, pressing Alt button. If you press Alt button, it will always snap to the grids. Okay, let us make it bigger, right? And that is your command button 1. And here we have the row numbers on the left and the column numbers on the top. I have showed you earlier in the last lecture how to convert this column numbers or reference style to numbers. You have to go to file and go to options, and from there you can select it. Right, just go back to my last lecture and you'll find it. Now let us double click on this command button 1. Make sure that the design mode is turned on, and that should take you to the Visual Basic editor window, right? And here we'll write a line of code, which is a very simple line of code. Cells 1 that is, we are trying to write something in the top left cell of the worksheet, and we'll use the syntax interior and then color index equal to 3. So let us see what it does, and then I'll explain. Turn the design mode off, hit the command button 1, and there you go. So your code has done something, and what is that? It has filled the cells 1 with a color which is red, and the color index for this red color is 3. So let us go back to the code again and just try to understand what this line of code actually means. Cells 1, so we are addressing the top left cell. This is the row index and this is the column index. I explained you earlier. And then we want to fill the interior of this cell with a color index which is equal to 3. And 3 means this is red color. So let us try to fill in another cell. Copy, paste, cells 2, 1. That means this is the first cell in the row number 2, and we want to fill the interior of this cell with a color index which is, say, 5. And let's see what it does. Close, turn the design mode off, hit the button, and there you go. So color index 5 means blue color, and it has accordingly, as per or according to the code you have written, it has filled this cell, that is cell 2, 1. You can try with another one. Go back, copy, paste, and let us fill this cell 3, 1 and make it 7. Okay, close, turn the design mode off, hit the button, and there you go. So this is your color index. For red, the color index is 3. That is what VBA knows. This is 5 and this is 7, right? So this way you can generate colors, but this is kind of manual. Okay, what we can do is we can create color index for color for different color index, and for that we can use a for next loop. Let us remove all these lines of codes, declare a variable here. In my last lecture I showed you how to use a for next loop. So let us declare this as an integer variable, and now we write for I is equal to 1 to say 20, and let us write our line of code here. Cells I1 is equal to cells I1, then interior of this cell should be filled with a color index which is equal to which is equal to I. Okay, and then we'll go for next I value, and that is the structure of our for next loop. Let us see what it does. That should be quite interesting. Turn off, turn the design mode off, and hit the command button now. Wow. So what it has done actually, for color index 1, it has filled this cell with a black color. For color index 2, with a white color. For 3, red color. For 4, green color, and all these things. So up to 20. So the color index for this color is actually 20. So what did you, I mean, this would be quite handy to see that the program has also written the corresponding color indices alongside the colors. Okay, this is what you would like to see. So let us do it using Visual Basic. So what we can do is we can clear this all these colors off and go to Developer tab, go to Design Mode, click the command button, and here what we can do is we can write I2, that is in the second column. We want to see the color in the values of the color index. Turn it off, turn the design mode off, and hit the button now. There you go. So now you can see both the color and the color index value, both the color and the color index value. So now you know that for pink you'll have to write a color index value of 7. So this is something that you can generate in a separate file, just in case you need to remember, I mean, you can't remember all these things together. So better to save it in a different file so that whenever you need, you can just jump into that file and click up the value of the color index you want for a desired color, right? Now you might like to add a header here in the row 1. You would like to put a header as color here and color index as here. So in that case you'll have to leave this first row blank, or you can just write your headers in the beginning. So let us do it, and let's see how you can do the adjustment in the code as well. So here we want to see the color, and in column 2 we want to see the corresponding color index. Okay, fair enough. Let us go back to the Developer tab, to the Design mode, double click the command button, open your Visual Basic editor window. Now we have to play a small trick. That means you want to leave the first row for the header. So that to do that, you'll have to use I plus 1 here and also I plus 1 there. Okay, and let us see what it does now. Without changing anything else, let's see if we get the desired result. Close the Visual Basic editor window and let us enter justify it. Okay, you can also put the borders if you want. Go to tab, turn the design mode off, and hit the command button 1. Wow, so that's good. I mean, now you have left the first row for color and color index header in column 1 and in column 2, and your color and the color indices actually start from row number 2. So let us see, go back to the code again and see how, I mean, what it is actually doing. Design mode, hit the count button 1. So what you have actually done is for I is equal to 1, when it picks up the first value of I, which is 1, for example, in the next line of code, it actually goes to cells I plus 1, 1. That means cells 2, 1. And by cells 2, 1, we all understand that it goes right away into this cell. And so it is filling the cells 2, 1 with a color index equal to I. I is in fact 1. So it is going to the next cell, that is all right, leaving the first row for the headers. But in the color index column, as color index, it is actually using the first value of the color index. Okay, so that is why it is filling the cells 2, 1 with a color index 1, that means the black color, right? And in the second column, it is filling the cells 2 2 with the value of the color index, which is I, and in this case, in the first case, it is 1. Similarly, when it will be I equal to 2, it will go to cells 3 1, and the color index will be 2, and then in the column 2, in cells 3 2, it will write the color index value as 2. Okay, so exactly that is what it has done here. Okay, so what you can do is, for better understanding, you just freeze this window and take a piece of paper and pen and write it down yourself and see how this loop is actually working. So that will make it completely clear in your mind. Turn off. There you go. Okay. Uh, we can go further. In my next lecture, I'll show you how to use these colors and the color indices for highlighting values meeting different criteria or condition. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching this.